Altitudes and Attitude, Get It Out. 13 tracks, 47 minutes, the debut album from something of a supergroup with Frank Bello and Dave Ellison as part of this, with Jeff Friedel on drums, released January 2019 via Megaforce Records. Produced by Jay Ruston, 3 promo tracks have been released in Out Here, Late and Part of Me. This follow-up to their 2014 EP has guest spots from Ace Frehley, Gus G, Nita Strauss, Kristen Martucci and Satchel from Steel Panther.
Oh, cool. Okay, if you're expecting this to be a hybrid of Anthrax and Megadeth, you're going to be disappointed. If you want to hear another side to David Ellison and Frank Bello, and you like to hear great songwriting, you're going to enjoy this. It's a side project, so I'm glad they didn't give us just something that they're known for.
Yeah.
They're going to dish out the same old stuff, stick to your day job. If I didn't know it was these guys, I wouldn't have picked it at all.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty uniform consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The performances are great, as expected from these guys, and the songwriting is familiar, but it's not recycled. They're not pushing any boundaries, but they're delivering some really good songs. It's a great sounding album. Clean tones are captured really well. There's some really haunting elements at times, and the rockier songs have plenty of energy. I've got to give credit to Frank Bello's vocals. They're actually really good. I've never heard him singing, and I've been an Anthrax fan for decades, and never heard him sing. It's really good. It's hard to pick standouts. One cool song finishes and another one starts. Overall, it's a great listen. They go 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Standouts were Get It Out, Late, Slip, Leviathan, Cold, and Booze and Cigarettes.
Yeah, this was a pretty good album. Again, I wouldn't have picked Anthrax and Megadeth.
Yeah.
That was way off my radar. I had it as kind of like a... again, that modern American blues hard rock thing that everyone's doing now, but with that also radio-friendly heavy rock that you see from those American bands as well. Everything felt really good and punchy. Production's great, performance is great, but again, with these guys, it's completely expected. Again, hard to pick a standout song because everything was pretty well consistent, but I do have a couple... My main criticism is I thought the choruses themselves lacked a little bit of drive, and it kind of left me feeling like it came up that tiny bit short. Like there was never that release moment for me anyway.
That, yeah.
Like it was a little bit of a tease for the most part. So I don't know, for some reason with that, it just felt a little bit lacking. But like I said though, it is a good album. Like don't let that put you off. It's definitely worth listening to. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 as well.
Okay.
As already mentioned, I was really happy that it didn't sound like a Megadeth or Anthrax clone. You know, if you're going to do a side project, make sure it's something different. Step out of your comfort zone.
Make it interesting.
You know, don't do your day job, as Dave said. You know, don't play it safe, and they definitely didn't play it safe here. Production is not overdone, but it could have been done a little bit more. I thought it was a little bit sort of underdone, I guess. It sits all well, but you know, I would have liked a bit more polish on it personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Frank's vocals were quite good. He does do a little bit of singing on some of the John Bush era Anthrax albums.
Okay.
Safe Home is a song where they trade off a little bit in the chorus and stuff like that. But not a lot. He doesn't do a lot of singing in Anthrax. It's more chanting and yelling with fucking Scott Ian, really. Yeah. It's straight in your face rock. It doesn't hold any punches. It's not anything sort of... You're not surprised by anything. It's quite up-tempo at times, which is nice. It should be on commercial radio, but we know that's not going to happen.
It's one of those ones, yeah.
Right? There's quite a few good songs on there that actually have really good, strong choruses, like old school, big choruses. I do agree that maybe they don't elevate the way they should, and that's probably maybe a mixing or a production thing where it could have been boosted in the chorus to just emphasise it a little bit more, but that's just been really nitpicky. I thought it was a solid album. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Out Here, Cold, and Booze and Cigarettes for my standouts.
I remembered this when they first kicked around in 2014, but I never got around to reviewing it. And so this was one of those ones where you're not sure what to expect, and this is much more rock than metal, which has been clearly covered off here. You know you're going to get good performances, so that's not the problem. This certainly lives up to that and more. Very, very tight unit on this. They work well together. But what I found really cool was how the guest spots on this all fitted in really smoothly. That was really
seamless,
cool.
Really. You can't really pick out.
You can't tell what's what.
Yeah.
And Frank Bello, good vocalist. Nice. Haven't heard fuck all of him singing, and now I have. I'm impressed. It's more of an up-tempo melodic rock that has a bit of commercial radio, rock radio thing about it. I appreciate it, like everyone else, that it's not, doing your day job again. There's a lot more to this than you originally think. Some heavy moments and some softer moments, but that's kind of the point. They're doing some stuff that's different. They're written well. You'll be singing along to these in no time. Very catchy stuff. Lyrically well done. Nothing really new in the lyrical content, but the music, the lyrics are well written. It's all well done. There's substance. There's sing-along, but there's substance to this as well. Bit of ear candy in this. There's some nice layering in the production, I thought. I get what you mean about not building things up, but the actual way things were layered, like the synth and the acoustic stuff was mixed in there, was really well done. They did keep a bit of grit in there. It's not overly polished, which may or may not work in their favour, depending on what you're wanting to hear out of this music. Overall, it's got depth and panning and stuff, but it's just a pretty straightforward mix with just a few subtle things here and there to it. I thought the album flowed pretty well. It was easy to take in. Some cool groove shifts on here. I thought that they played with the groove really well on this record. Not only between the tracks, but also within the songs themselves to really break things up. That was well done. The instrumental bang in the middle is always a nice little trick that I enjoy. It's not the strongest album on repeat listens, though. I did find that you've heard it once, you enjoy it, you go back to it again, and it's like, it's good, but it's not a bad thing. It's just okay, cool. It's not one of those ones you're going to put on and just want to go back to over and over again. You're just going to put it on, put it away, then come back to it whenever you want it. I think, as funny as this sounds, if you like bands like Foo Fighters, you should check this out. I think this fits right into that category. This is a band that could fit into pretty much any rock/metal festival in the world. That's a very easy fit for anything that you're putting on. It's radio friendly, it's fun and easy to take in, but it's well written and it's memorable. Don't dismiss this one, it's just not going to be a world beater for you. This is the sort of thing that feels instantly comfortable. You put it on, it's like an old pair of jeans, you know exactly what you're doing and what you're getting out of it. Not a bad thing at all. There's serious ability in this to go with it, and I like how they have again stepped out of their wheelhouse for it. It's not groundbreaking, it's well done. Go and have a listen to it, it's worth it. But yeah, there are much better releases this year, that's the thing about it. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Here again, Out Here, Late, and Booze and Cigarettes. I think that's almost a universal favourite, yeah. So check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think. Rival Sons.
La, la, la.
Alrighty. Shall we?
We shall.